Hi Josh, this is Brandon Sutton, PGA professional at the Baker National Golf Course in Medina, Minnesota. Just kind of going over our lesson today and wanted to show you a couple pieces to kind of clean up as we sort of get you started with the season here. Starting out, it sounded like you had a number of hooks that you were seeing, a lot of hard left shots, not only with the shorter clubs, but some of the longer clubs as well. Even a couple of drives, even though those ones were a little bit better. So I wanted to kind of show you a couple of pieces that were going to cause you to start to see some of that ball flight and just sort of discuss what we want to try to do to fix them. So basically, starting over here on the left-hand side here, what we want to show you here is where our target was. So looking at in this area here, kind of that bunker just left of that red flag that we had out there was where we wanted to line ourselves up to. So if I draw a straight line between your club and that position there, we're going to have something looking like that. Okay. Now when we look at your body line here, what we will start to see is your feet, your knees, hips, shoulders, everything, though parallel with each other, they're going to be pretty closed to that target line. So what we're going to start to see is a little bit more of an emphasis of that club wanting to kind of work from the inside out. So let me get rid of some of those lines there and just show you your plane line coming through. So just kind of looking at this one here, get you something a little bit more on the shaft. Alright, just kind of winding you up. You can see we take the club away a little bit inside. Not a surprise from a position where you were, we were a little bit shut. We're more inside to that target line there, but as you start to come through, notice how that club, even though you're trying to save it, is starting to drop underneath that line. You're going to have to release it from the inside out, and you'll start to see ball starting right and then snapping left as that club face starts to shut down towards that from that path, and as you continue to follow through. Also, what I want to show you over here is on the right hand side. Let's look at this right hand side so you can kind of see what we're seeing on this one. When we look at a good proper ball position for a 6-iron, I want to see it somewhere in this range here. Between here and even here are going to be okay positions for that 6-iron. Now, your natural instinct is to tell yourself that we want to move that ball a little bit further back in the stance, and with the down the line side, we want to start to point a little bit further right because the ball's hooking left. Well, both of these two things are encouraging that ball to hook even more. What's happening is that club is working, and according to your target line, it's working right, but that club face is pointed left of that. And so what that's causing is that deflection of the golf ball that's going to cause that right to left spin. And the more you encourage that with a couple of those little fixes, the worse it's going to end up being. So I wanted to challenge you with some alignment drills today. We just used a couple of simple alignment sticks to try to help you get a sense and a feel for where are you actually aimed versus where are you trying to aim. So we basically want to throw one down on your target line, somewhere down in this range here. And then we want to try to throw one sort of up here even with your feet, but parallel with that target line. I'm even okay with you being just a touch open today for just overdoing its sake. But I want to try to get you square. You're out on the golf course trying to kind of work on this, and I want you to even do this on the golf course the first couple of times, just so you can get yourself comfortable with it. I don't want you to have to struggle with it for a long period of time. I think after just a little bit of practice with it, you're going to start to see that you're going to have it down in no time. Now, you might start to revert. You might start to see some older habits of even the slice, but that's easy to fix once you've seen kind of both sides. So practice this alignment. Practice walking in with the routine that I showed you on the range, and then just kind of bring that ball up just a little bit further forward in the stance. If we're all the way back here with where the golf ball is, it's going to want to enter that ball from the inside out. So instead of that, I just want to see where that ball is, just kind of up in this range, up in here. maybe a little bit back of that. But as that practice drill I showed you to try to just get yourself to stop hitting it from the inside out, a little practice drill you can do is to simply take your golf ball, line it up with a 6-iron all the way up here where you can't hit that golf ball from the inside. And you'll have to learn, in order to hit that ball solid, you're going to have to hit that golf ball from the outside in. So couple little pieces to work on, mostly pre-shot. I like a lot of what your swing's doing. I like a lot of your positions throughout the swing. Some of your impact positions are really good. Key things with the swing today are just simply stay loose, relax, try to get your body to just, stay kind of tension-free throughout most of the swing. So as you're turning your body through, that club can lag behind you and we can get that thing started in the right direction. So work on these couple of things. Give it a week, maybe 2. Pop back in. We can do just another kind of recap of the full swing, and then I do want to start to look at some short game and even some putting, looking at some of your aim and so on this year as well. So kind of work on this a little bit. We'll see you next time. Thanks again for stopping in. Looking forward to working with you again this season.